Hello people, welcome to the channel Free Management Education. Today we will discuss about the corporate level strategy, and this is the first part of this two-part series. The first part will cover the expansion strategies like concentration strategy, integration, diversification, cooperation and internationalization strategy, and in the second part we will cover the stability strategies, retrenchment strategy and the combination strategy. Okay, moving on. So at first, the corporate level strategies and why do we need it? Okay. So it is basically about decisions related to allocating resources among different businesses of a firm, transferring the resources, the money, the materials, everything. The resources are those. Okay. Transferring resources from one set of business to another, managing and nurturing portfolio of businesses. Okay. Different businesses and their management. The types of strategies are expansion or growth, the stability, the retrenchment, integration and diversification. Okay. So at first the expansion or growth strategy and the reasons why do we need it. Okay, because the environment demands increase in pace of activity, like the increase in number of Android phones and technology, etc. Because the environment demands it. Okay, because the world is moving at a phase where the industrial revolution 4.0 is inevitable. Okay, so a technology is the environment demands more rise of technology. So more satisfaction and more pride for an organization. Like if an organization have 10 different branches in 10 different cities or states, it has more pride, right? Increasing size may lead to more control over the market as well as competitors. Okay, they can check the competitor, like if there is, so if they can compete with them. Okay, they can control the competitors, they can control their strategy, competitor strategy. Okay, so increasing size may lead to more control over the market as well as the competitors. Then advantage from the experience curve and scale of operations make use. So what is advantage from experience curve? Then experience curve is an economic term which means that more a firm produces a particular good or service, the more it gains in efficiency. If you are doing something regularly, you are efficient in that. That is what it means. Thus, the cost of production decreases in proportion to the volume of products produced. Okay, like if you can do 10 sums every day in 1 hour, and if you practice it within a year, you can do at least 30 sums, same type of sums in 1 hour. So that is, you are being more efficient here. Okay. Also, the organization aims at high growth. For example, a chocolate manufacturer expands its customer group to include middle-aged and old person to existing customer comprising children and adolescents. Okay, so you are expanding your business to include more customer groups. Now the first one is expansion through concentration. There are different levels of expansion. At first it is concentration, and this is the first level type of concentration strategy. Okay, so it involves converging resources in one or more of a firm's business. Okay, so if this is one form of you, this is another, so you are converging every resources here. Okay, that is, you're concentrating every resources to a particular point. Okay, so it is involves converging resources in one or more of a firm's business, okay, in terms of their respective customer needs. Okay. Alternative technologies in such a manner that expansion results. So at first, the market penetration, that is selling more products to the same market. Market development, selling same product to the new markets. When there is market development, there should be new market, because you are developing markets. So new markets, remember it like this. Then product development, selling new products to the same markets. Now again product development, so there will be new products. Okay, market development, new market, and product development, new products. Okay. And market penetration, more products to the same market. Also, through concentration strategy, no major changes are made in the organizational structure, and expertise is gained to an in-depth knowledge about one or more businesses. Okay, so no major changes are made in the organizational structure. Okay. Okay, now comes the expansion through integration. So what is integration? It means combining activities related to the present activity of a firm. Such combination may be done on the basis of value chain, like it is a interlinked activities performed by an organization right from the procurement of basic raw materials down to marketing of finished products to the ultimate customers. Like you are combining all the activities from procurement of raw materials, then marketing of the finished product to the ultimate customers, getting their review, like that. You are combining all the activities under a single umbrella or under a single firm. Okay. So its adoption results in the widening of the scope of business. So there are two types of integration. At first, it is horizontal integration, where an organization takes up the same type of products at the same level of production or marketing process. It follows a horizontal integration. Okay. So if this is the firm, it takes up the same type of products. Okay, at its same level. So it's a horizontal integration. Looks like it's an H. Okay. So it takes up the same type of products at the same level of production or marketing process. So suppose a luggage company takes over its rival luggage company. So that's the same level, luggage and another luggage. That is, it keeps the organization at the same level. Next comes the vertical organization. When an organization starts making new products that serve its own needs, vertical integration takes place. Vertical integration requires a company's direct ownership of suppliers, distributors, or retail locations to obtain greater control of its supply chain. Suppose if you have a shoe company, okay, shoe company, then you need at first initially you need different suppliers, distributors, okay, retail locations through dealing with different people. But vertical integration is you own all the suppliers, you own the distributors, you own the retail locations. Okay, when you expand like this, that is vertical integration. You have a separate supplier, you have separate distributors that are only your own. So that is vertical integration. Okay, thus greater control of the entire supply chain. Now this vertical integration is of two types. Backward integration, that means retreating to the source of raw materials. Like a shoe company manufactures its own raw materials such as leather through its subsidiary firm, its own subsidiary firm. Subsidiary firms means if this is a big firm, then this is another firm that works under this big firm. Okay, so that is means retreating to the source of raw materials. Next comes forward integration. It moves the organization ahead, taking it nearer to the ultimate customers. Okay, it moves the organization ahead, taking it nearer to the ultimate customers. Which example, the manufacturing firm opens up its retail outlet. Suppose Amazon opens its retail outlet in your area. So that is it is the organization moving ahead, taking it nearer to the ultimate customers. So now the expansion through diversification, like new products are made for new markets, then diversification takes place. That is, it is related to the newness of products or markets or both. Thus new product, new market is diversification. So when an organization takes up an activity in such a manner that it is related to the existing business definition, that is concentric diversification. Okay, existing, what I already told about the concentric, that you are pulling all your resources like this. Okay, all your resources are concentrated in this point. So if there were no resources, then how can you pool the resources? So the concentric diversification is you are concentrating your activities. Okay, you takes up an activity in such a manner that is related to the existing business, that is the business are already existing, so that they can pool their resources here. Okay, so existing, like remember it like this, that is because if it's existing business, that is concentric. Without existing, you cannot pool your resources together at one point. Okay, so existing business, concentric diversification. Again, unrelated to the existing business, unrelated, that is no relation with the existing business, that is conglomerate diversification. So conglomerate diversification is, it requires taking up of those activities which are unrelated to the existing business. Suppose Adidas wants to open up a new product for Android, but Adidas is mainly for shoes, bags. Okay, so if it makes a new product for Android, so that is unrelated to its existing business. Okay, that is conglomerate diversification. So this is expansion through diversification. Now the expansion through cooperation. At first, it's mergers and acquisition. You all know this. A merger, what is a merger? It is a combination of two firms, which subsequently form a new legal entity under the banner of one corporate name. Okay, two firms. Okay, they combine under another firm. Okay, with a new legal entity under the banner of one corporate name. So when one company takes over another and establish itself as the new owner, that purchase is called acquisition. Suppose this company takes up this company, so that is acquisition. This company is acquiring this small company. So next comes the joint venture. Under this joint venture, both the firms agree to combine and carry out business operations jointly. Pretty simple. It is generally done to capitalize the strengths of both the firm. Okay, financial strength of both the firm. Joint ventures are usually temporary, that last till the particular task is accomplished. Next, strategic alliances. Under this strategy of expansion through cooperation, the firms unite. Okay, the firms unite to combine to perform a set of business operation, but function independently and pursue the individualized goals. Not like joint venture. Joint venture, they have the same goal, but in strategic alliances they combine. But for strategic alliances, to pursue the different goals, they have different goals, but they combine just to have a strategic advantage over other firms. Okay, generally strategic alliances formed to capitalize on the expertise in technology or manpower of either of the firm. Okay, so this agreement is less complex and less binding than a joint venture. Obviously, they have now individualized goals, but they have combined together to gain strategic advantage, to gain manpower, to gain technology from another firm. Okay, so this agreement is less complex and less binding than a joint venture, in which two businesses pool resources to create separate business entity. Next comes the takeover. Takeover strategy is the other method of expansion. In this, one firm acquires the other in such a way that it becomes responsible for all the acquired firm's operations. Okay, these takeovers can either be friendly or hostile, that is by force. Now, the expansion through internationalization. It is a strategy followed by an organization when it aims to expand beyond the national market. Okay, they are expanding beyond the national market, beyond the national boundary. That is, they are taking it international. Okay, it arises when an organization has explored all the potential to expand domestically and look for expansion opportunities beyond the national boundaries. So what is and there are four types of strategies. The international strategy. Okay, create value by offering those products and services to the foreign market where these are not available. Okay, you are creating products for the in the foreign markets where those products are not available. Okay, like there are different variations of Cadbury Dairy Milk. Okay, and some of these variations are in UK, but all those variations are not available in India. Okay, so you are making those products and services to foreign markets where these are not available. The multi-domestic strategy. Multi-domestic firms offer the customized products and services that match the local conditions operating in the foreign market. Okay, so suppose in hilly areas, in the regions like in the North India, where the cars require extra strength to travel through those hilly areas. Okay, so that is, you are customizing the products and services that match the local conditions. Okay, now the global strategy. The global firm rely on low cost structure and offer those products and services to the selected foreign markets in which they have expertise. Pretty simple. Next comes the transnational strategy. Adopt the combined approach of multi-domestic and global strategy. That is, they rely both on the low cost structure and the local responsiveness. Okay, low cost structure like global strategy and local responsiveness, that is according to the local conditions, like the multi-domestic strategy. Thus, the firm offers standardized products and services at the same time and makes sure that it is in line with the local conditions prevailing in the country. Like it's country, it's maybe the hilly areas, like also the climate affects a lot. Okay, the weather deteriorates very easily in mountains. Where okay, so also a low cost structure and local responsiveness. Okay, So it's a combined approach of multi-domestic and global strategy. Okay, just go through them, you will understand it better. It's easy. And thanks for watching this video. And my email ID is given in the description box. If you want some specific videos on some specific topics, feel free to comment or reach out to me. Thank you. Stay safe. Take care of your family.